Welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching us today. On our program is David Scult. He's the CEO of Fonality. David, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Rich. Good to be here.
We're thrilled to have you. Now, you're relatively new to the company. Been there, was it a couple months?
Yeah, just since the first of the year.
So congratulations. I was hoping we can start off by just talking about why you moved to Fonality. Like what was the attraction to this space?
Sure. Most recently, I had been at Microsoft for about 6 years, had come through an acquisition, and I really was ready for joining a company that was slightly smaller. I guess that doesn't eliminate much when you compare to Microsoft, but looking for a company 200 to 1,000 people, a little bit more agile, and I've been in the industry, mostly the collaboration industry, for 30 years. So I love technology, and so when I found Fonality, or Fonality found me, I was really excited by sort of just the richness of the technology there. And the other requirement I had was I had spent a bunch of time in my career selling and building products for the enterprise. And I just have, probably in the last 10, 12 years, just been fascinated by companies that focus on small business, small and medium business. And it's so easy to be sort of distracted by a really large deal and a big company. But it's not repeatable. And so when I saw that Fonality's mission, charter, mandate was all about selling sort of VoIP-based phone systems to small businesses, it really caught my interest.
And that is really the sweet spot, is the SMB space, right?
Absolutely. We target between 10, 15 users and 250. And we scale with companies, but we really like to find companies early in their life cycle and grow with them.
And there are some areas of the market that are, I guess, hot buttons, right? Like mobility and contact centers. Those are areas of focus and growth?
Yeah. We like to think of ourselves, and this is an expression I take no credit for, but some of the folks at Fonality like to view themselves as Robin Hood-esque. And it's not like they're robbing from the rich to give to the poor, but they like to describe having a rich set of UC and contact center features, but make it available for the small business. And so these are typically capabilities that you would see in much larger and more expensive systems. And so the team's very proud that they're able to provide the rich set of features at a very attractive price point to the small business.
What really excites me about the company as well is that you've really been on the forefront of not only the open source space. I mean, the systems got their start in open source, but also in terms of being hosted. And now you've got an array of products, right, that take you from premise all the way into the cloud. I was wondering if we can just talk a little bit about what's happening there with your product line.
Sure, absolutely. So the company started sort of with open source and built an on-premise PBX. And so that was the sort of mainstay of the company for several years. Then the company decided to make that available to other sort of resellers who wanted to actually build their own PBXs. So Fonality would license them the software only. So that was the second product offering. And then over time, the cloud started to become more and more prevalent for VoIP or hosted providers. And so the company offered a dedicated hosted solution, and most recently has come up with a multi-tenant cloud-based solution. So we have actually this continuum. And what we're really all about is delivering sort of great phone solutions with these call center UC mobility capabilities, and take the deployment methodology or model out of the equation. So lots of the competition argues that cloud is better, or on-premise is better, or hybrid is better. And we say, we'd like to be the trusted advisor of the customer. And we have multiple solutions, and we can grow with you if you start out with one and want to evolve to another one. But we really want to offer that continuum so that it's the same software experience, the same phone experience, across all these different deployment models.
And you really have no vested interest because from your perspective, you really sell everything.
That's right, and we've tried to make it sort of so that it's neutral from a gross margin perspective or what our sales reps make, or the margins or commissions that our partners make. We've really tried to level the playing field so that anybody who is marketing or selling Fonality solutions is really focused on sort of the customer and solving their problems, and not letting any sort of their own local financial interest drive the wrong solution to the customer.
So what's next for the company?
So we're got lots of things in the lab that are underway. I can share a few of them.
Okay.
No dates, though. We're taking what we call our heads-up display, which is a Java-based client today that really enables the UC and the call center features, and we're making that available through sort of HTML5.0. So we're really excited by the efficiency that will provide us, our ability to integrate, the ability to manage that without having to touch all of the desktops. So there's only goodness in that. I can't wait, being a software guy at heart, to get that in our customers' hands.
And that's really exciting because right now I know that HUD runs on a PC. It may run on a Mac as well. I'm not sure.
It runs on a Mac, and it also runs, we have a HUD mobile version which runs on the Android and the iOS, but we've got lots of different flavors, which adds to complexity in release management and development cost and support cost. So the sooner we can get to a unified sort of experience, the happier we all will be.
And the 5.0 version allows it to run, HTML5 allows it to run on virtually every browser that supports HTML5, which in the future should be every browser.
We'd like to hope so.
Yeah, so that really may, I mean, you may have to do some things in terms of just sizing, but other than that, you're really going to make your development time a lot, I guess, shortened cycle.
Shortened cycle, and also the bug fixing, again, not having multiple sort of versions of the software just makes it so much more efficient for us to focus on adding capabilities as opposed to having the same capabilities on multiple platforms.
That's really, really exciting.
You know, I was thrilled when that was one of the little nuggets in my due diligence as I was getting to know Fonality. When I came across that sort of sealed the deal for me.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I like about the HTML5 HUD software solution the most is that I personally have a lot of devices. So if I wanted to set up a device, for example, that was just dedicated to my phone calls, I could just drop, let's say, a BlackBerry Playbook or an Amazon Kindle Fire, and I could just have it dedicated on my desk and have that be my phone replacement, and use a soft client on my either on that device or on a different device. There's a lot of really cool things you can do.
There really are. And for us techies, it's cool. But when we get out to sort of our customers, it's really about productivity for them. And so although I love the innovation on the software front, I was with a client this morning before I came here, and they've got about 50 sales reps, and they were standardizing that the only device the sales rep would use was going to be the iPad. No PCs, no phones.
Right.
And so as we were sharing with them some of the roadmap stuff, they were just thrilled that knowing that, you know, they actually could use this instead of their cell phone, and they would be tethered to sort of the call center, and so calls could be routed based upon whose customer it was or what they were interested in, and they just really got excited by the productivity gains that they were envisioning as they roll out these iPads to their entire sales force, who were distributed. So it's just, even though it's a small business, 50 people in the organization, they can benefit tremendously from the same set of features that you'd expect in large enterprises.
Very exciting. Thanks for being here.
My pleasure. Thank you.